It's here. It's here. Oh my god. It's here. This is what we got to do with 1 pallet, 2 pallets, 3 pallets. Guys, I'm so excited. I thought this was coming tomorrow. It's arrived a day early. Let's get cracking and level up this business. Well, this is by far the biggest deal I've ever done. I couldn't tell if I was excited or if I was overwhelmed, but I've learned that they're basically the same thing anyway. It's just a matter of perspective. If I didn't have everything in order and all my stations were a complete mess, I'd definitely be more in the overwhelmed feeling. But as I've been getting everything sorted out, I'm getting more and more excited for this. Are you ready to see how much we've got? Here we go. This is the games room. Unfortunately, I can't turn the light on, but this is what we're dealing with, guys. This is what we're dealing with. An entire room full of stuff. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Look, this goes up and back. There's boxes, like, can you tell how deep this is? There's a whole tub here, a whole other tub here, all the way down to the ground. Like, what? So as you can see, there's so much stock to get through. We've got our work cut out for us, that's for sure. But I am super excited to get this all processed, listed onto the eBay store, selling and bringing back in that money so we can move on to bigger and better things and actually make this a substantial income. I'm not gonna lie, eBay's been going well for me recently. Since the start of this year, I went full time, and slowly and steadily I've been building up the amount of listings I'm doing, the quality of the listings, the quality of the items, the value of the items. Each and every piece I've been trying to work on bit by bit. So slowly my average sale price is going up, the number of items in my store is going up. I've cleared off all the stuff that was a bit on the lower end and sort of bringing those numbers down. And we're on to bigger and better things. Now we've got all of this stock to work through to add on to our store and grow us up to that next level. My store's been hovering around the like 250 to 300 listings mark, and I've been listing 10 to 15 to 20 items a day. I did try and jump from 10 to 20 straight away, and I realized it was too unrealistic for me. So instead, I've gone back down to 10, which I know I can do consistently and easily, and then I'm adding on one each day. So this week I'm doing 11 each day, next week I'll do 12 each day, the week after I'll do 13, and so on and so forth until I'm doing 20 comfortably. Now you're probably wondering, how did I get all of this stock? Where has it come from? What's the deal here, Tommy? What's going on? I had a few people asking me, have I got into returns pallets? Are these like blind buys or mystery pallets from wholesalers or something like that? Or is it a wholesaler that I ordered a bulk from? I can tell you it is none of that. I was actually able to speak to another reseller who was changing up their business model. They've moved into a different category because it's easier for them to manage, and they were trying to clear out all their clothing stock as quick as possible to free up space. I was on the fence about it at first. I didn't know whether I'd be able to actually handle this much stock, if I even had the space or the time. Like, if it's just sat here and it's not listed on eBay, it's not making me money, right? So I needed to make sure that I've got everything in place to just absolutely rinse it and go to the moon with this thing. Now, I will say I've been taking a lot of advice from other resellers, whether they know it or not. I've been watching your videos, joining in your live streams, and I'm sort of trying to do that thing of like reading between the lines, as we say. Ricky Resells was on a podcast with Nick and Andrea Hills. That was a great episode, and he highlighted this thing of like, in the reselling space, there's a lot of reading between the lines. Like, we say what's going on, but there's a lot of things that you need to kind of work out for yourselves. So for example, the whole SKU system, it works for having like everything items, right? Like having a shelf, putting a mixture of stuff in a box and labeling the box A. Then when it sells, you go to box A, find the thing. That's quite a straightforward, simple process, especially for stuff that's a bit more of an awkward size and you can cram it all in a box. But I don't want to follow that storage system with clothing. Like if I sold this t-shirt, for example, and it said box A, how the hell am I going to know where that t-shirt is? It's going to take me a long time to find that piece of clothing. And I want to work on an efficiency basis. If I can make it as efficient as possible, that's what I'm going to do. Now, I've learned from some of the legends like Bold Finds and Warder's Clobber. If you don't check them out already, check out Bold Clobber, their weekly podcast. Excellent. They go over plenty of topics in the reseller space. You can learn lots from them. But they both have implemented a storage system that I believe they learned from the legendary Tekken Sports and Daily Refinement. They're two other great sources that if you want some quality information about how to level up your reselling business, I highly recommend checking them out. Just want you to know as well, this isn't a sponsored video or anything. I'm not like paid to promote these people. I just wanted to share like who I've been consuming information from and trying to like build my knowledge basis from in this reselling niche. Because if I can learn something, maybe you can too. But the storage system that they implement is essentially these long boxes, and then you get all the clothing and you put the clothing into poly bags, and then you number it 1 to infinity, essentially, for as many clothes as you've got. And that way you can have a moving storage system where things aren't sort of locked. You consolidate. So as you sell stuff through, you move it down. There's plenty of videos on all of this sort of stuff. If you're interested in it, all the sources are out there. But my goal is to move towards that. I've been taking steps to get the stock. I've then been rearranging my storage space upstairs to try and free up space to get these boxes in. I've been trying to order poly bags, and if you've been following me on Instagram, you know it's been an absolute nightmare to get the right size poly bags. Twice now I've ordered sandwich size bags. How have I even done this? The first time was definitely on me. I just completely overlooked the measurements and the sizes. Like, I got it wrong. I was looking, in my head it was inches, and in reality it was centimeters. Mistake. Second time, I ordered them from Temu. I got the largest sizes. It was all said it was in inches. It should have been the perfect size for clothes. And then again, it was in centimeters when they actually sent it. So I got sandwich bags. What the hell is going on? Can anyone tell me, this seems like a silly question. Can anyone tell me a reliable source where I can get see-through poly bags to just put clothes in? Like, half of these clothes are in plastic bags, so that'll be fine. but the other half aren't. And I want to make sure that I can put those in and still stick to the same system. So can anyone tell me a reliable source for some clear poly bags, please? Seems like such a silly question, but would be really appreciated. Going on a bit of a tangent there, I essentially made the deal with them, had all the stock delivered to me on pallets. I've now opened it all up. I'm going to get it onto my eBay store, get this all selling through, and yeah, jobs are good, and basically. So what I thought I'd do is crack open a couple of boxes, show you what's inside. I did also want to mention we had a load of these like pink pajamas that were like new with the tags in a bag. They were £12 brand new from Sainsbury's or Asda. I can't remember where they were from, but they were really nice pink pajamas. We utilized Whatnot to sell those basically, and we've sold through them all already. You guys really liked them when we put them on there. We had a variety of sizes, and that was like the best thing we've done on Whatnot so far, I would say, where we had a lot of the same kind of thing. You didn't have to explain each item individually, so it didn't take up all this time. You could literally just say same thing, different size, or same thing, same size. And yeah, you're just like making more money in less time. And that's what that thing is all about. Like, the more money you can make in the least amount of time is the aim of the game. So just a little learning for you. If you're doing stuff on Whatnot, try and find like a bulk of like 30 to 50 of the same kind of item, maybe in different sizes. It depends what you're doing, and just try and sell through them here and there. The other lesson I learned from that is we had some left over, and then in the next show, I was thinking, oh, they popped off last time. Let's try and sell them this time. Hope they'll pop off again. But what we'd actually done was liquidate our own market, because we'd already supplied these pajamas to all the people that came into our show. And we didn't have enough new buyers in the show the next week to be wanting to sweep up the pajamas. So in that show, they were going for much cheaper than they did at the first time round. So just a few little learnings for you. If you're trying out Whatnot, it's good to get a bulk of stuff so you can sell a similar kind of thing and spend less time explaining so you can make more money. But at the same time, you don't want to liquidate your own market. So spread it out over time. Just thought I'd share. And if you wanted to know what these boxes are, stay tuned for another video. I've ordered all of these from you guys, the community of resellers, on Whatnot, from eBay, from Instagram, off of YouTube. All of this stuff is full of parcels. We're going to go through it all in the next video, an unboxing of everything, and shout out you legends. So if you haven't already, tap subscribe and stay updated for when I drop the next video. Get this out of the way. So I've pulled two boxes out. We'll go through these. I'll show you what's inside just to give you a little sample of the sort of stuff we're working with. But trust me, there is plenty more where all that came from. Just pull some of the things out, show you a sample of what we're dealing with. First up, H&M varsity jacket. Brand new with tags, Laura Ashley. Like smart blazer. What are these? Pair of smart trousers. Next, pair of trousers. Just like formal wear. This looks like to be some sort of dress. I'm unsure of the brand. I'm not going to open up the bags because that's just going to take way too long. But just show you a sample of some of the stuff we're working with. Again, some smart trousers. Wide trousers. Jeans. What are these? Topshop. So not everything is branded. Next, tailoring. Some stuff's just a bit more of a bread and butter kind of item, but we're going to sort through this and make sure that we can put certain things onto Whatnot, certain things onto eBay. Nice style jeans there. Unsure of the brand. Lila skirt. So many items. Smart trousers. Vintage Puma heavyweight fleece. Now that's a nice item. Vintage Puma heavyweight fleece. Oh, it's not Puma. Reading it bloody wrong. Pluma. Still seems like a vintage label. Pluma, made in Mexico of USA. Well, I just came down in value, but could still be a good item. We'll see. Well, that's pretty funky. It's got like an embroidered flowers all over it. Quite cool. It says Western Pest Services. It's like one of those windbreakers, similar to like a golf style windbreaker. Trousers. Skirts. VHS. Next. Don't know what that one was. Lindbergh. George. But yeah, there's a look into just one of the boxes. It's a variety of stuff, like a few bangers, a few mid-level items, a few lower-end stuff. So I'm going to do my best to sort through this, try and make sure I can get the most money out of it as I possibly can. But I don't want to detriment what I've been working towards on my eBay store. I'm trying to bring that average sale price up, so there's no point in me listing something that's worth £10. Maybe like this Next shirt. I mean, I don't know how much typically a Next shirt goes for on eBay, but in my mind, that's like a £5 to £10 item. So I don't really want to sell that on eBay if I can. I'd rather put this kind of thing onto Whatnot, or maybe even onto Vinted Pro when that comes along. Now this box is full of absolute bangers. Vintage sweaters, may the forest be with you. This is probably my favorite item from the whole box. Salt Lake City Winter Games Jamaican bobsled team. Cool, if you know Cool Runnings, this is the one. This is the one. Wayne Blackwood, Peace and Love, signed sweatshirt. If you don't know, Wayne Blackwood was actually one of the Jamaican bobsled team members who competed in the Winter Olympics that worked closely with the Cool Runnings team when they were filming it all, because it was based on them. So this is a really cool piece. Opportunity Camp, Lovell Serval, Sir Scott's Manhattan, nice front logo on there. In Indianapolis, Colts, National Football, Central Square. What's this one? That one's nice. SW. Silverwood. Silverwood? Probably hard to see that one. Mucka. Dark 27. The Dark Lone Nightclub. This is an absolute beauty. Bit too big for us, but really nice. Black Hills, South Dakota. It's got more of an Aztec vibe to it. Big American flag, born in the USA. UNLV Rebels. I think I've got one of their hoodies upstairs as well. Women's Club Volleyball, Oregon Track Nike. Embroidered Nike hoodie. That's a really nice one. We've got Pro Spirit. Red print embroidered. Big logo down the bottom. This one here is Golf. Classic Bucks. Bedrock landscape material, a little dinosaur on it. That was funny. Upper Peninsula, Michigan, with a bear on there. I hope you can see all of this. Eastern Washington, red one with an eagle on it. And this last one, so nice. It's like a burnt orange with a deer on there. Outdoorsman. Trophy buck. Really nice piece. So what's that? How many is that? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 or is it 21? 19 or 21, I can't remember if I counted the first two. And that's the second box. Apologies for cutting my head off in that last section of footage. I didn't really test the camera angle beforehand, that was my fault. But you're not there for me, you're there for the clothes, right? Right? 20% battery. But like I said in the start, I've got my work cut out for me to get through all of this lot, get it processed, get it sold, and get that money back in my pocket. I want to bring you guys along for the journey. I want to try and share the highs and the lows, the points where I'm struggling and I'm just in over my head. I really do need to ramp it up. Currently working it up 11, 12, 13, 14 listings a day each week. But that means in 10 weeks, we should be on 20 listings a day. And in 20 weeks, we should be on 30 listings a day, if I can keep up at the same kind of pace, obviously. The majority of all of this, like I said, is clothes, but there was actually some shoes involved as well. A few of them do need cleaning up and they're in their boxes in here. There's also another bag of shoes in there. I got a box of shoes upstairs that were already clean or just need a light sort of brushing over before they need listing, rather than a full out scrub session. So I've put them all separate and they're upstairs ready to be listed. I know people were saying to me before I should work on the dirtiest ones first, because once the work's been put in to clean it all up, then it's just uphill listing from there. But the way I'm seeing this is that if I can get some stuff listed straight away, I can start making the money back quicker. And then in the evenings, I'll spend that sort of time cleaning up the shoes, getting it ready for the next day. Because I don't just want to spend a whole day sat there scrubbing shoes. That would be a nightmare, especially if I haven't already made the drafts or the listings to cover that sort of day. So I'm not trying to mess up my own schedule. I want to keep things rolling and then slowly get it sorted. Just thought I'd come upstairs and show you some of the shoes. Bunch of different things like leather lace-ups, aposties. What are these? Cushion flex for comfort. Leather shoe. A load of them like in the bags. Really nice condition. Might just need a little brush over, you see what I mean? Rather than a full scrub up. What's that? Gordon Scott of London. But a whole box full of them. Some of them in the box. Some of them are loose. Russell Bromley, London. But we can work through these, get these listed, start getting that money back. And then we've also got shoes I already had that we're working through as well. A bunch of different things. Vans, Nike Airs, Supergas, some kids kickers there. Definitely need scrubbing up. Another box there. And then the ones I was working on scrubbing today. But there you go. There's a lot. It's going to take some time to get through. But in my mind, it's all going to be worth it. It's going to help bring me up to that next level, raise my store volume, raise the value, raise the amount of orders each week. It's going to raise the amount of time I need to put in too, but I should be able to get the output from that input. I think that's going to be it for sharing the first installment of this haul of all of this stock. I'll make a few more videos as we keep going and like update you guys how it's all going, if stuff's selling through. I'll let you know once we fully update the storage system upstairs, we get the long boxes implemented and that new SKU system for clothing. I do still have everything stuff and I will still pick that up. I'm gonna have the box A to Z SKU system for that and then a number system for all my clothing. I know it sounds like it could get quite confusing, but I've worked out how this is going to work and I think we're going to be fine. I have also listed all of my large items to just clear up all of that space. That's not something I want to pick up anymore. I'm going to set myself a size limit, a price limit, all of these things, and be much more strict when it comes to sourcing anything new. But thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this, be sure to tap the like button down below. Tap subscribe if you want to see some more videos from me. Be sure to check out the ones I've already made too. I'm sure there's a few bangers in there for you. But thank you all for joining me. I'm just trying to share my honest experience, my honest thoughts and feelings as I'm going through stuff. Some lessons and things that I'm learning along the way. Maybe it can help save you making the mistakes too. But yeah, I'll see you in another video, guys. Follow me on Insta, follow me on whatnot, all that jazz. Thanks for watching. Big loves. Boom.